Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Garati Vachalam Pangam Langayate Grim Yatkripatamu Mande Shrigarondanataranam Brahmananda Madhav Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna. So we will continue from Chaitanya Charitamrita. um, the teachings of Lord Chaitanya to Sanatan Goswami. Teachings of Lord Chaitanya to Sanatan Goswami. So, so Krishna's Leela Avtaras are unlimited, and coming to Gunavataras, Brahma is in the mood of, Brahma is a pious jiva, in the mode of a pious jiva. Brahma is a pious jiva, is influenced by Rajogun, but he is also, his bhakti is in Rajogun, and he is empowered by Garbhodaksa Vishnu. He is empowered by Garbhodaksa Vishnu to undertake the secondary creation. Baswan yatasma सकलेश निजेशु तेजा स्वीयं प्रकट वद्यपि तद्वदत्र ब्रह्मा येष जगदंड विधान कर्ता गोविंदमादि पुरुषं तमहं भजामि. Brahma येष जगदंड विधान कर्ता. So Brahma is a jiva, jiva tattva, and he is empowered by Garbhodaksa Vishnu. So Lord Shiva is actually is expansion of Krishna's expansion, and so the Rudra, like we say, what is that? Kshiram yada dadvikar vishesha yoga sanjayate nahi tata pratagashti yasambhutam tada saupaiti karyat govindamadi purusham tam bhajami. So Lord Shiva is not Jiva Tattva, he is also not Vishnu Tattva. So Shiva associates with Maya. Krishna, milk plus culture is yogurt. So Krishna, Bhaktivinoda Saraswati writes, these expansions of Krishna, certain, this, what is that? Vishnu Tattva, they are actually independent, free from Maya, but the Shiva, so he comes in contact with, voluntarily comes in contact with Maya, metal energy. So Shiva has three coverings. What are the three coverings? Metal coverings, Vaikarika, Taijasa, Tamasa. Shiva has these three metal coverings actually. But Vishnu is actually, swams of Krishna. What is that? Deeparchare Santaram Abhyupetya Deepayate Virte Heta Saman Nargma Yastadrige Cha Vishnu Taya Vipati Govindamadi Purusham Tam. So, what is that? So, Krishna's Swamsa is Vishnu. So, Krishna through Vishnu maintains, through Kshirodaksa Vishnu he maintains, but other two, Brahma and Lord Shiva, they are devotees. The other two, Brahma and Lord Shiva, They are devotees. And then Sanatan Goswami started speaking about Manvantara avatars. Manvantara, in one day of Brahma, there are 14 Manus, you know, Swayambhuva, Swarosha, Uttama, Vaivaswata, Tamasa, Raivata, Chakshusa. So, uh, so there are these 14 Manus. Actually, what is that? Um, the Satya, Treta, Dwapara, Kali Yuga, four put together, it is 43 lakh 20,000 years. If this goes for 71 times, it's called one Manvantara. The Manu changes, the universal administration changes. If it goes for 14 times, then the Brahma, that is one day of Brahma. So in one day of Brahma, there are 14 Manus. In 1 month, uh, four, 420 Manus in one day of Brahma, in 1 month of Brahma. In 1 year of Brahma, 5040 Manus. And what about 100? You know, in 1 year of Brahma, 5040 Manus. You know, in 100 years of Brahma, 500, 4000 Manus. But it's only in one breath of Vishnu. I mean, how many breaths Mahavishnu has taken so far? Unlimited. Right? Hare Krishna. So, so the uh, point is that this is the vastness of. Prabhupada says, how many Brahmas have come so far? The bubbles that appear in the Atlantic Ocean, that many Brahmas. Anyway, so the Lord Chaitanya starts speaking about Yuga avatars. In Yuga avatara, um, in Satyuga, it is Sveta. Sveta, a brahmachari with 4 arms, and he preached to Kardamuni. And in Treta Yuga, it is Rakta. He is also four arm form, four arm form, and he came to, you know, uh, he came to induce people to do sacrifices, yajnas. Then, in the next stage, Krishna's time, the Yuga avatar was black, but not Krishna. Another, you know. So he induced people to do deity worship. But in Kali Yuga, the color is golden, and the color is golden, and he comes with his associates, and he induces people to chant the holy name. So Kalau dosha nidhi raja nastiyakon mahan guna kirtana deva krishnasya mukta sangha param rajat. So the Kali Yuga Yuga will come and he'll induce people to chant the holy name of Lord, Hare Krishna mantra. You know, this verse was given a Krishna Varnantisa Krishnam Sangopangastra Parshadam Yajnir Sankirtaner Prayer Yajanti Sumedasa. So, what is that? Um, so, Lord Chaitanya said, so the color of Kali Yuga Avatar incarnation is yellowish. But Sanatan Goswami is actually prime minister. So he wanted, then he asked a question. So, my lord, I'm very fallen, and I know I don't have any qualification. How can I understand the age of, how can I understand who is the incarnation of this age? What is the Sastric evidence? So Lord Chaitanya said, an avatar never says he's avatar. And Vyasadeva mentions the qualities too. What is that? Based on symptoms, you have to understand. So an avatar will never promote himself as an avatar. What is one is Swarup Lakshana, second is Tatastha Lakshana. What is the Swarup Lakshana? First is his bodily features. Second is his nature. And third is his Swarupa, his form. You know, is Akriti, Prakriti, and Swarupa. What is his bodily features and and his nature and his form. And Tatastha Lakshana, what is its Tatastha Lakshana? Is activities. So incarnation in these activities will be very uncommon, right? Now, so actually now what is that Gopinath Acharya is telling to Sarvam Bhattacharya, you can't see when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his uncommon activities is, his form and um, the qualities is exhibiting. It's not even no common person can exhibit this type of qualities. That Mahabhava. Anyway, so anyway, what is that? Krishna's excuse me. So same thing with Krishna also. Krishna when he comes, Krishna has a what is that? Swarupa Lakshana, and Krishna also has a Tatastha Lakshana. What is Krishna's Swarupa Lakshana? Krishna is absolute truth. Satyam, Satyam Param Dhimahi. And what is Tatastha Lakshana of Krishna? Krishna is a creator. Janmadi Asya Yatonvyad Itratas Chardesh and Chardesh Abhijna Swarat. Teni Brahma Hrudaya Adikavaya. So Krishna is, he creates, he maintains, and he destroys, he puts people in illusion. So Krishna, now what is that? These are all Tatastha Lakshana. But what is Swarup Lakshana of Krishna? Absolute truth. The word Krishna, Krishna represents absolute truth from Satyam, right? And but what is that? What are his marginal? Maya is in his control. He employs Maya. You know. So then Sanatan Goswami asked, so my lord, I have a question for you. So tell me definitely for sure. So this incarnation of Kali Yuga, Yuga Avatar, it is yellowish in complexion and distributes love of God and distributing of chanting of through the chanting of the holy name. Please confirm, is this true or not? Lord Chaitanya remained silent. Because that is him. Lord Chaitanya, that is him. And because he is golden and he is coming to distribute the love of God freely. And we have seen before, even what is that? Whoever would see Lord Chaitanya, they would get instant love of God, right? That's what we have seen previous chapters. And he did this through holy name distribution. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I just want to tell one thing. One may have so much money, one may have beauty, one may have any opulence. When your body is ravaged by disease, nothing has any relevance actually. Nothing is relevant to you, and it doesn't matter. You don't care. I think that is the reason why Kunti asked, "Give me troubles." Pure devotee like Kunti, she could take shelter of Krishna in any situation, more so in a very helpless situation. So, if we can take shelter of Krishna, that situation, whether it is a disease, whether it is happiness, it is actually an opulence, it is actually good fortune. Otherwise, the impurities are not high. In the impurities we have are so much. um, the impurities we have are so much. So it's a good opportunity. It's a glorious opportunity actually. You know, we have when some calamity comes, and when we take shelter of Krishna, the best. Of course, the service gets hampered, no doubt. So anyway, but even if you have what world is looking for, or you're longing for something, suddenly you get it. It doesn't matter, right? Why? Because you're not normal. So material world means you're not normal. The diseased state. You know, Anitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kabune Sravana Siddha Chitti Kuriyode. You know, so uh, so of course we have to awaken it. If it is not awakened, we are in a diseased state. Diseased state, we cannot be happy anyway, right? Um, so that way, disease is actually a blessing, really a blessing. Why? You understand you're really a diseased state. Body, if not body, at least mind, right? So anyway, what is that? So the Lord Chaitanya said, "Oh Sanatan, give up your tricks, your intelligent tricks, and now you learn about the unlimited Saktavish avatars." And Lord Chaitanya accepted it, that he is the incarnation by remaining silent. But then Lord Chaitanya said, "No, no, let us go forward." So anyway, what is that? So Saktavish avatars, one are called Mukhya, means directly empowered with the Lord, and the second primary and secondary Gauna, indirectly empowered by Lord. They're called Vibhutis. And I mean, let us not touch so much on that. Krishna's ages and his eternal pastimes. Krishna Janma, Balya, Pauganda, and Kaishwara. Mm. So Krishna appears, you know, he takes birth, he brings his parents, he chooses his parents, you know, he chooses his parents and um, then he takes birth, he grows, and he has this, Balya and Pauganda. Pauganda means after 5. Um, and then Kaishwara, pre-youth, you know, Vayaso Vidatvepi Sarvabhakti Rasasraya, Dharmik Aishwarya Evatra, Nityalila Vilasavan. Krishna is a Nityalila Vilasavan, Nityalila. He doesn't, even up to Mohsala Lila, till the end. Krishna appears like a pre-youth only, you know, paragon of youth. So, um, so once he attains that pre-youth, he performs his leelas in the metal world. And Krishna's leelas are very interesting. Like sun, like a zodiac sign. Krishna, this like sun every he travels, right. So one sun is setting here means he is actually appearing in Japan. Likewise, every universe Krishna performs his leelas. Krishna stays in every universe for 125 years. Krishna, and he performs, he takes birth, he kills Putana, Trunavarta, Shakatasur, Aghasur, Bakasur, Vatsasur, and as he'll go to the next one, he'll go to the next universe, and one day of Brahma, Krishna appears in one universe. So, and so the pastimes of Goloka. they will manifest. Uh, the pastimes of Goloka will manifest in every universe. You know, uh, they will manifest in every universe. Krishna, Raja Krishna, Sarvaishwarya, Prakasya, Purnatama, Puridvaye, Paravyame, Purnatara Purna. So Krishna is a complete, more complete, and most complete. What is that? Krishna. And Krishna in Gola Vrindavan is a. I'm sorry. Uh, Krishna is Purna. Purna means he is complete in Vaikuntha, but he is more complete in Mathura and Dwarka. But he is most complete in Vrindavan. Wow. You know, so he is most complete in Vrindavan. So, um, and then Lord Chaitanya started speaking about the expanse of spiritual sky. What is spiritual sky? Paravyoma. Spiritual sky has each the Vaikuntha planets unlimited. Each planet is a 100,000, million yojanas. One yojana means 8 miles. 8 million mile long planets. Wow. You know, and these in Vaikuntha planets, there is no influence of Maya. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavitavi. Thabiri eva Nijarupataya Kalabi. These are all spiritual planets. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa. Happiness and just happiness. That's it. And the Vaikuntha planets, they all appear like they have the appearances of the Lord Himself, Narayan, Vishnu, you know. So this spiritual sky, perfume is immeasurable. It is in the form of lotus, you know, and and the Vaikuntha planet is like a lotus, and every petal is a Vaikuntha planet. But the whole, you know, the whole is actually Golok Vrindavan. It's called Karnikara. You know, Karnikara, that whole is Golok Vrindavan. That is Krishna's abode. you know, so no one can estimate the limits of the Vaikuntha planets. These are unlimited petals. Uh, uh, Unlimited petals, they are filled with Ananda Chinmaya Rasa and just happiness and bliss. Um, and what it keeps on expanding. It keeps on expanding. You know. Then even Brahma and Lord Shiva cannot estimate this. In Brahma and Lord Shiva cannot estimate the length and breadth and the happiness, the Ananda Chinmay Rasa of this world, this spiritual world. Brahma and Shiva cannot even fathom. And then the expanse of Krishna's qualities. Krishna's qualities are unlimited. Krishna's qualities are unlimited. You know, again, Krishna's qualities also Brahma and Shiva and Kumaras cannot estimate. So, Lord Chaitanya said, Chaitanya Charitamrita is telling, anybody can measure, a scientist may measure the atoms of the universe but cannot fathom Krishna's qualities. And forget about scientists. What is that? Anantasesh can measure all the Anantasesh can measure all the grains of the universe, but Anantasesh cannot fathom Krishna's qualities, cannot fathom Krishna's cannot fathom Krishna's leelas. When Krishna blinks his eyes, what happens? Even Anantasesh cannot. And he is actually trying to do it. He is trying to enumerate Krishna's qualities, but he could not. He has not finished so far. You know, so even Anantasesh cannot do that. And forget about it. Even Krishna cannot. Why? Um, even Krishna cannot do that. Why? Krishna keeps on expanding. Krishna's energies keeps on expand. Krishna's energies keep on expanding, so Krishna keeps on expanding. And Krishna's qualities, you know, what is that? Mm, Krishna cannot find that is infinite, right? Sometimes people say, why do you limit God to a person? No, God is that type of person. His qualities keep on expanding, and what is that? His qualities keep on expanding. His energies keep on expanding. Krishna keeps on expanding because his energies are expanding, and Krishna's qualities are expanding. That is infinite. That is what God means. When you say God is infinite, means what? His qualities keep on expanding. You know, Hare Krishna. And his planet Krishna is not different from his Nama Rupa Guna Leela. They are all expanding. They are all infinite. You know, and what is that? That's why Bhagavatam 10th canto, the personified Vedas say, my Lord, we are enumerating your glories, but they are expanding. We don't know the limit to their glories. So when Krishna was in Vrindavan, you know, no one can find a limit to his potencies. No, you know, Krishna can what Krishna does in a second, no one has any idea. So Brahma disappeared the cows and calves. So Krishna alone has 900,000 cows. Nanda Maharaj alone has 900,000 cows. Then what about the friends? What about the other their cows? What Krishna did 1 second. Krishna created unlimited. Exactly he created. So from his body he created these Narayan forms and expanded into unlimited cows and calves and he went home. 1 minute. Just not that not that Krishna had to think what to do, calculate. That is Krishna's vibhuti, opulence. Wow. You know, so they all emanated from Krishna's body for in 1 second. That's it. So Brahma saw this. He was shocked. You know, Jananti eva jananto kim bhaktya name prabho manaso upso vacho vaibhavam tavagochara. So what is that? Let people say that they know everything about Krishna. See, sometimes people say, I know about Krishna. But Brahma is telling, as far as I am concerned, with my body, mind, and words, I consider Krishna's opulence is like an unlimited ocean of nectar. It is verbally, mental, and mentally impossible for me to realize even a drop of it. Wow. Jananta eva jananto kim bhoktya name prabho manaso so vacha vaibhavam tava gochara. So when Brahma saw that, in 1 second, all the Vishnus came, all the Narayans came, I know, and he has created all these cowherds and cows and cowherd boys. They all entered, then they transformed themselves just to let Brahma, you know, uh, just to let Brahma have an idea. Brahma have an idea. When Krishna did that, Brahma was shocked. People say they know Krishna, they don't know Krishna. Okay, let them say they know Krishna, but I am telling you, this is Brahma, the first creator of universe. Jananta eva janantu. Kim bhaktiyaname Prabhu. I don't know. Manaso upso vacha vaibhavam tavagochara. I don't even know. I don't know the beginning of it. I don't know the end of it. Hare Krishna. So that is Krishna. Tvaya traya cha upanishadvischa sankhyayogascha sattvache upagiyamana mahatmya hari samanya tatmajam. So when the same Krishna comes in front of Mother Yashoda, you know, a very helpless child, Yashoda said, "My son God, what are you talking? When there is a lightning in the sky, he'll come and impress me, mommy. No, my son is not God. God means he should be Yogeshwara. This boy cannot control his hand. He doesn't have control on his hands. He cannot stop stealing. And you're asking me, is his son deaf? He's not God. That is Krishna. You know. Um, and what is actually, again, Bhagavatam says this. And what is that? It's only 32 crosses. 32 means, sorry, 32, 16 crores, 32 miles. The entire Golok Vrindavan. So not Golok Vrindavan, Vrindavan. But entire, in this Vrindavan of 32 miles, Krishna, Vaikuntha is part of it. Achintya. Achintya. How this million yojana Vrinda, yojana Vaikuntha, million yojanas of Vaikunthas fit in Golok, that 32 miles. Achintya, inconceivable. Hare Krishna. So the point is, even 900,000 cows in 32 miles, you don't see Vrindavan filled with the cow dung. Hare Krishna. Achintya. Achintya Shakti. You know. So then what happened? Lord Chaitanya's mind, suddenly, what happened? As he was talking about Lord Chaitanya Krishna, um, then Lord Chaitanya's started thinking about Krishna's the power. He started thinking about Krishna's power. Uh, um, then Chaitanya Charitamrita in this verse is quoted: Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadirādhara Govinda Sarvakaranakan Trayadisha. Lord Chaitanya said Trayadish. What is Krishna? What is Trayadish? Traya, three. Adhisha, controller. Is a master of Brahma, Vishnu, Lord Shiva. Gunavataras. But he is also the master of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, sorry, Mahavishnu, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, and Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. And he is the master of Golok Vrindavan, Vaikuntha Lokas, and Devi Dhama, material world. And Krishna is the master of Trayadish of higher planetary systems, middle and lower. Amazing. Then Lord Chaitanya starts speaking. And what is the general meaning? A lot of Gunavataras. Brahma, Vishnu, Lord Shiva, right? So given in first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, you know. um, so Brahma is the secondary creator, and Shiva is the destroyer. But Krishna is expansion, personal expansion. As Vishnu, he maintains, is a maintainer. So the three guna gunavataras, Then the Purusha avatars. What is another? What is the another Triyadish Purusha avatars? Krishna is the origin for Mahavishnu. Yasyaikanisvasita kalamatavalambya jivantilom vilaja jagadandanada Vishnur Mahan Mahavishnu. So when Mahavishnu is lying down on the causal ocean, universes are coming. He's only an expansion of Krishna. Then, and then, then Padmanabha. Padmanabha means Garbhodaya Sai Vishnu, from whose navel. So when Padmanabha, what is that? Garbhodakasaya Vishnu lies down in the causal ocean. So when he lies down, a sweat is formed and filling a ocean called Garbhodaka ocean. From the navel, a lotus comes, and in the stem there are 14 volts. Now imagine the size of Mahavishnu. Imagine the size of Garbhodakasaya Vishnu. So Mahavishnu is called the super soul of all the universes. Garbhodakasaya Vishnu is called the super soul of the universe. And Kshirodakasaya Vishnu, present in Svetadvipa, is the super soul of the living entities, the Paramatma. Right? So, then another Trayadisha. Krishna is a three places of residence. What are the three places of residence? Antapura. Antapura means his internal palace. Is a Golok Vrindavan. Golok Damni Nijadamni Taleja Tasya Devi. So so Krishna, so abode is Golok Vrindavan. Krishna's abode is a Golok Vrindavan. Right? Goloka eva nivasati akila atma bhuta. Govinda Madhavashantam Bhajama. So Krishna's Antapura, internal abode. Right, I told right to go Vaikuntha lokas are like petals, it's like a lotus, and every Vaikuntha loka is like a petal. But the whole Karnikaram is actually Krishna's abode Golok Vrindavan. So the Golok Vrindavan is a palace, internal abode, internal palace. Then it's called Golok Dham or Golok Vrindavan Dham. Then Madhyamavas, intermediate abode is Vaikunthas, Vaikuntha lokas. So Krishna, that intermediate abode is Vaikuntha lokas. Krishna stays in his expansions, Vishnu forms. Krishna stays in Vaikuntha Dhama. Bahyavasa, external abode is a material world, Devi Dham. You know, so but Krishna's internal palace is a Golokundama. That's where the internal energy works. So the other day Maharaj was mentioning what is that? Turiyavastha, fourth dimension. Krishna. Krishna is there only in fourth dimension. Anyways, that's what I heard. So the point, what is the point is, what is that? Um, the spiritual energy works under as maid servant of Krishna. She facilitates, the Rasa Leela, the different pastimes, you know, and the what is the glory of Vrindavan? It is soft due to the mercy of the Lord. It's very opulent due to conjugal love, you know, and the transcendental glories of the son of Nanda Maharaj are exhibited. There is no anxiety at all. But in Vaikuntha and Vishnu Loka, there are unlimited, innumerable Vaikuntha planets controlled by Narayan and other expansions of Krishna. They are like the different treasure house, and they house the Lord's eternal associates. They are also enriched with six appliances. But below Golok Vrindavan and after Vaikuntha Lokas are Devi Dham. Paravyoma. What is that? Below Vaikuntha Lokas are Viraja River. It's called Karanada Ocean. And below that Viraja River is a Devi Dhama. This is called Bahyavasa, external abode of Krishna. You know, external abode of Krishna, and it's called Tripad Vibhuti, Ekapad Vibhuti. Spiritual world is three times, material world is one time. But what is material world? What is a material world? Tripad Vibhuti. Tripad Vibhuti means a spiritual world, three times. 70%. Material world is one fourth. You know, so what is material world? Devi Dham. Durga Devi. This is called fort. No one can get out unless they surrender to Krishna and awaken the love of the God and get rid of all the impurities. Nishkinchana, akinchana, no desire. One should not have any desire to enjoy this material world. If you have it, you will stay here. If you don't have it, you'll go back to Godhead. Nishkinchanasya Bhagavan Bhajanonmukasya Param Paramashya Jagamishwar Bhavasagrasya. Lord Chaitanya says this. So the point is, what is that? One should not have any desire. Nishkinchanasya, akinchana, tamakinchana gocharam. That's why Lord Chaitanya, what is that? What is that? What is that? Nadhanam najanam nasundarim. No, no dhanam. I don't want followers. I don't want money. I don't want the allurement of opposite sex. Nadhanam najanam nasundarim. I don't need. Because these are they will bind you into this material world. Then what is it? Suffering only, nothing else. So become pure devotee means awaken the love of God. If you awaken that love of God, these are the impediments. When we give it up, should try at least. I know it's not easy though for anybody, right? Right. Because asangohi ayam purusha. We have been staying in touch with Maya, matter for so long time. So anyway, what is that? Durga is called Jagal Lakshmi. Her duty is to bewilder the conditioned soul. Her duty is to keep them here. That's it. That's why she's called material mother. Her husband is Lord Shiva, father. Vagadhaya saprapta vagatta prepate jagata pitar vande paradi parameshwaro. Haridas says that. So Durga is the material mother and Lord Shiva is the father. As long as you ask them, give me that, they'll give you, but you have to stay. What is the result? Birth, old age, disease, and death. Become old, go get diseased, die again, get diseased, die, get diseased, die, nothing else. Correct. So, what is the opulence? So, even this one fourth, how big is this? How wonderful is Krishna's opulence? There is a story. What is that story? Uh, the material universes are innumerable. What has amazed the scientists is the vastness of the universe. If you go 10 million light years, if you go 10 light years, you'll see this many planets. You go 20 light years, you'll see this many planets. You go 100 light years, you'll see this many planets. You go 1 million light years, you see this many planets. You go 1 billion light years, you see this many planets. Everywhere you see planets only. So, how is Krishna controlling this? Amazing. One day, Brahma came to see Krishna, Chaturmukha Brahma. And so he went to see Krishna in Dwaraka, and Krishna said, so he told the gatekeeper, tell that Krishna Brahma has come. Then Brahma said, the gatekeeper told Krishna said, which Brahma? So gatekeeper came and asked Brahma, which Brahma? Oh, I am Chaturmukha Brahma, father of 4 Kumaras. So he said, went and told Krishna, invited him, received him, honored him. And Krishna said, what do you want? But I have a question for you. What is that question? My lord, you said, which Brahma? How many Brahmas are there? Krishna said, oh really? Krishna smiled and Krishna thought of all the Brahmas of the universe. Thought of all the Lord Shivas, Lord Indras, And when Krishna thought of them, he summoned them. They all came. 100, Brahma having 10 heads, 100 heads, 1,000 heads, 100,000 heads, Brahmas, Lord Shivas, they all came. Indras having these 1,000 heads, 10,000 heads, they were all coming and offering obeisances. Wow. When they were coming and they were offering obeisances, like, what is that? Playing of kartals, playing of kartals. Amazing. And Brahma was watching these things. So, then Shiva and Indras came with unlimited eyes, unlimited heads. Shiva came, Shiva also had a lot of heads. then Krishna said, is everything going on very well in your universes? You're not attacked by any demons, right? Said, no, we are fine. By your causeless mercy, things are going on very well. And everyone was coming and giving their reports. You know, uh, my Lord, we are so fortunate just to take darshan of your lotus feet. We are fortunate to, do this service under your blessings and guidance. You know, everything is peaceful. There is no attack of demons, but we are very glad that you have now descended to reduce the burden of earth, in this planet. So, as what is it? Yes, they were all giving reports. Brahma was watching. Hare Krishna. You know. Um, um, so, is there anything that we can do for you? Krishna said, I just want to see how you guys are doing. And but one thing, though that many Brahmas were there, no Brahma was seeing another Brahma. They're all thinking the Krishna is talking to them only. That's how Krishna, uh, that's how Krishna was talking to them individually and sent them off. Then Krishna told Brahma, when Brahma saw this, he felt himself a tiny firefly, tiny insect. My Lord, whatever I formerly decided about my knowledge, I have not verified. People say anything, but I don't know you at all. I don't know you. I know you nothing, my Lord. You know. So Krishna said, "Oh Brahma, the universe you are in is only 4 billion miles. That's why you have four heads. Your universe is very small. It's only 4 billion square miles. That is, 4 billion miles in diameter. That's why you have only four heads. But there are universes much, much bigger. That's why the Brahmas have 10,000 heads. I don't know how they had it, but 10,000 heads, how they could, I have no idea. Krishna said, this is how I would, you know, um, this is how I would maintain this universe, as Krishna said. This one, this Ekapad Vibhuti. The fourth meaning is Krishna lives eternally in Gokula, Golok Vrindavan. And Krishna also lives in Mathura. Krishna also lives in Dwarka. And these places are filled with opulences. And Krishna is the sole proprietor. Krishna is the sole proprietor. And Krishna is a Shadai Swarya Purna Bhagavan. 6 opulences in full, you know. Mm, Krishnera Aishwarya Apara Amritera Sindhu Avagahi Avagahite Naritara Churilan Eka Bindu. You know, so the unlimited potencies of Krishna, they're like ocean of nectar. This so this unlimited qualities of Krishna, it's like ocean of nectar. It has no shore. You know, so Lord Chaitanya is telling, I am just touching only one drop of it. You know, I'm just touching only one drop of it. So as Lord Chaitanya is speaking, suddenly he thought of Krishna's Madhurya sweetness. He thought of Krishna's sweetness. And he said, Yen Martya Lilo Lilo Paikam Swayoga Mayam Balam Darsayata Grihitam Visma Vismaban Swasya Savagarde Param Padam Bhushana Pusharangam. To exhibit the strength of his spiritual potency, Krishna manifested a form just suitable for his pastimes in this world. This form was wonderful even for him and was a supreme abode of wealth, of good fortune. Its beautiful limbs increased the beauty of ornaments. What is Krishna's beauty? You know, many times, actually, honestly speaking, as other religions, God, what God? Is he a prime minister? Oh, he has a name, right? You know, Akarshayati iti Krishna. Only Bhagavatam knows God, how he looks like. So Bhagavatam, what is that? Varapida Natavarvapakarnayo Karnikaram Vibratmasa Kanakapi Samvajanti Chamalam Randran Vendodara Sudayo Goporundai Randaranyam Sopadarvanam Pravishati Gita Kriti. You know, what is Krishna's beauty? You know, um, गोप्यस्तपः किमचरन् यदमुष्य रूपं लावण्यसारमसमूर्ध्व अनन्यसिद्धं दृक्पी पिबन्ति अनुसभावि नवादुरापम् एकान्तरधामयिषा श्री ऐश्वरस्य एकान्तधाम ईशा श्री ऐश्वरस्य. You know, what austerities must the gopis have performed? They always drink the nectar of Krishna's form, which is the essence of loveliness, unequaled and unsurpassed. Krishna's beauty is unsurpassed, self perfect, ever fresh. You know, so you can constantly Hare Krishna. If Krishna has this quality, he'll attract. That is Krishna. He'll attract, and he'll attract means you will fall. He can attract Narayan also. He can attract Lakshmi also. He can attract himself. Krishna's beauty attracts himself. He is everyone is attracted to Krishna's beauty. Hare Krishna. You know, eh, everyone is attracted to Krishna's beauty. Rasotsavam. It's a Utsav festival to the eyes. That is Krishna's beauty. You know, right. So, and what happens is that is how Krishna does. Slowly we give up taste for the thing and slowly we get attacked. That's why you go back to Godhead. That is Krishna's plan. Otherwise, we are so much used to enjoying this dead matter. Hare Krishna. You know? And we are victimized. So we are drowned in this ocean of cycle of birth and death, and Krishna wants to fish us out of this, out of this. So he needs something. What is that? Weapon beauty. One of the things is the beauty. And what is that? Yanmartya Leelopaikam Swayoga Mayam Balam Darsayata Grahitam. So when Krishna comes, you know, that beauty, no one can, even Cupid is attracted to Krishna's beauty, or to speak of anybody, you know. Krishnera Yateka Kela of Lord Krishna's many pastimes. His pastimes as a human being are best. So when Krishna comes, you know, like a what is that? Small cowhead boy, that pre-youth, um, peacock feather, bluish black monsoon like cloud, kasturi tilakam lalat, lakshastale kamastabam, nasagre murtikum karatale vedum kare kankanam, sarvange harichandanam sulalitam kante chamta, upastri parveshita vijate gopala chudam, Gopala Sastra. Krishna's beauty is described. Anyway, we'll continue on this. Um, so Krishna, uh, Lord Chaitanya, now we'll start about talking about the sweetness of Krishna. You know, we'll discuss this next week. I want to say this. What is that? Human life is meant for self-realization. Human life is meant to get rid of the impurities. Let us not waste human life. I mean, honestly speaking, we do not know how long we have it, right? Uh, we have no idea how long we have. That's true. Maharaj Parikshit had 7 days. But the problem is we take things for granted. That is my disease too. That is my disease too. So that's why one has to be Krishna conscious, not Maya conscious. You know. So what is humility of Sanatana Goswami? What is the humility of Rupa Goswami? And what is the humility of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami? They don't have any agendas. You know, they tried their best to awaken that love of God. They are Nitisiddhas. They don't need it. They're already, Lord Chaitanya's all associates are the Nitisiddhas. But they have come for us. Srila Prabhupada, what is this thing? I was listening to lectures in the morning. You know, Prabhupada was, was trying, Prabhupada knew he didn't have so much time. And Prabhupada was trying to infuse people with Krishna consciousness. Because Prabhupada wanted everyone to go back to spiritual world, wanted everyone to go back to Krishna. You know, if you understand, you become serious today. You know, so I get any mail, oh, the body is so much suffering. It doesn't matter. How much I enjoyed yesterday doesn't compensate anyway. Okay, I have enjoyed for 50 years. So is enough. Our body is ravaging through disease. Then yesterday's happiness will not compensate. So I always appreciate myself for one good thing. At least I have taken it up. Serious. I mean, I've taken up the process. Not there yet though. But at least there is an attempt made. And let me continue. So those of you, whatever may be your situation, be firmly fixed up in Krishna consciousness. Because that is the only thing that's going to come with us anyway. As I said, um, yesterday's happiness will not compensate today's suffering. And yesterday's happiness will not compensate today's suffering. This one line made me join full time actually. This one realization. So, uh, Sarvakala Sarvavastha means all the times Krishna, keep Krishna in the center. It's very important. And cultivate the qualities that Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is telling. Rather than becoming the victims of all the anarthas, one should be Krishna conscious today. You know, lethargy and complacency are the two enemies for spiritual life. You know, one should not think suddenly my age is over. I should have finished Bhagavatam. I should have finished Bhaktivinoda Thakur books. I should have finished Chaitanya Charitamrita. I should have finished these books. Not like that. No, one should not feel sorry that they have not done these things. So my request to you: be Krishna conscious, fully Krishna conscious today, because there is no guarantee for tomorrow. You know, that's what I want to talk today. And thank you very much, everyone, for your prayers. And I hope we'll continue next week. Hare Krishna. Grandhara Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you. I'm ending now. If I have spoken anything wrong, excuse me as your servant. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare